So, welcome to our conversation today. I'm sitting here with one of my best friends in the whole world, Dr. Dongfeng Zhou, who is the owner and acupuncturist of Zhou Wellness. And I'm very excited to be able to speak with you today. So, yay, we finally got together to do it.
Thank you. It's my honor to able to sit down here with you in my little Zen garden I create, to just pick each other's brain. Oftentimes we've been friends and colleagues for a long time, but I'm glad for this opportunity we can continue to convey our message, and I'm really honored.
Yeah, I'm very happy to be here with you today. So, all right, so Dr. Zhou, tell us, how did you become interested in becoming an acupuncturist? What pushed you toward this medicine?
Funny enough, in the beginning, actually, I was running away from Chinese medicine. As a upbringing, my mom, she's a herbalist. Also, she is the midwife for our village. And her brother is the doctor, Oriental medicine doctor in the other village. Oftentimes, I would see him doing acupuncture and giving herb to his patient as well. But as a little villager girl, I always want to be far away from my village, as wild as I can be, as far away I can be, to explore the world. So I never even thought of being anything closer to my mom with a practice. It's not until later on I see how things work. When I understudy in Guangzhou, in a TCM hospital in Guangzhou, and I studied there for 6 months, and I see so many miracles happen just with minimum treatment of acupuncture and herb and Tui La, and began with them in, I believe it was 2005. I really started my journey of searching answers, how acupuncture really works. And from that moment on, I just never turned back. And today, I really just deeply appreciate that actually in the background, my mom's always there to set a foundation for me about every herb that she used, which herb that she used for her children's ear infection, and which herb for promoting lactation for her postpartum care of her ladies in the village. And because she set a background for me without me even know it, just day in, day out for the last 40 years, I just naturally able to pick up. And I just often think, nowadays even, if my mom run to this, what would she do? I often call her up too, say, Mom, what would you do? What herb would you give? She's always able to give me amazing insight. So I'm very thankful for the exposure in my early childhood, and later on in my 20s, I did not continue to walk away, and really what is truly meaningful for me, and now become the true essence of my living, and continue to bring the knowledge to America and further my study. And I'm never going to turn back because I truly love what I do.
I can see that you do love what you do, and it's beautiful. A little side note of a picture of that is, I remember when we were in school together, you would always have a food therapy idea. Before we had even started studying herbs, you always knew what food therapy would help a classmate or something. You had such a deep knowledge of really even Chinese medicine before you even finished school in Chinese medicine. So I always thought that was so amazing, and I do attribute that to some of your upbringing with your mom, and just the way that you were raised in the world, in the natural world, and herbs and food therapy being just a part of everyday life. So.
Totally agree. And everything happened for a reason. Everything is a whole picture. Whether I like it or not, obviously, inevitably, I become an herbalist later on and realize food is medicine. Herb is the food-grade medicine, and that's able to incorporate everyday life. But yet, nowadays we're just walking far away from this. We're searching for the answer that's not friendly to our own nature, our body, actually very harmful. So my mission is really bring that back, the concept of nature and the natural medicine, food and herb as medicine.
Okay, so another question that is frequently asked of you is what style or type of acupuncture do you do?
The style of acupuncture I do, I would say I'm an old school, traditional Chinese medicine acupuncturist. I believe in heal the body in the minimum of invasive way. In my practice, I usually use less than 20 needles to treat one case. And I use minimal intervention of overprescribe of supplements or herbal medicine. I always first line to see is how can I treat this patient with least visit and least of constant of prescription of supplements. So in my belief is that the true doctor is you have to foresee the problem coming. How do you treat the disease before they fully manifest? That's the art. And that's what we constantly practice on. My style is trying to get as close to prevention than chasing after the disease. So I would say I'm very old school, traditional Chinese medicine worker.
Well, it's very effective. How about that? So,
Thank you.
what makes you feel like you are making a difference? What is your big this is what I'm meant to do?
So most encouraging things in the practice, it happens every day in my practice, is, for example, you able to bring a patient, able to change a patient's life so drastically by, say, reduce her medication from 26 to 6, to twice a week visit of a pain doctor to twice a month, and able to drop 80 pounds, just simply change the way and mindset, how they eat and exercise. To me, my heart sings for her, and I'm just so happy to see the snowball of unhealthy living and over-medicate patient able to turn around, able to live a full good quality of life again. And other example, for example, a patient often being carried into the clinic because their neck cannot move, they cannot even drive to my clinic, or their lower back is so crooked because gardening acute lumbar spine of a sprain. Oftentimes, we're able to just put 2 needles in and not have to be in the lower back or the neck. They're able to move and walk with pain-free. And they're able to drive home. And after just simply 2 minutes of treatment, they say, my back is fine now. I say, okay, you're free to go. 2 needles? I say, yes. I say, no charge, because only 5 minutes work. He say, but no, I have other issues. I say, okay, then you can stay. Otherwise, you're more than welcome, just drive away and no problem at all. So miracles like this happen very frequently, as you know, and acupuncture able to alter the way of pain pattern and muscle spasm, able to quickly gush in the blood flow and the painkiller to local sites, and things just miraculously happen. So I feel like at that moment I say, yes, I knew it's going to work. And another case is, it's recently, I think it's 2 weeks ago, one of my former patients, she flew in from Singapore with her husband. She currently 52 years old, and husband also the same age, and she brought in 1 year old boy, very beautiful, energized boy, to my clinic. And she just said that, Dr. Joe, this is our baby. I say, no, this is your and your husband's baby. I'm there just give you a little push. It's your creation. So to us, this is a miracle because she's way exceed her age for being conceived and hold a healthy pregnancy. Obviously, everything worked. It worked just because we automate her health. I say we can always try. When you try your best and you know things going to, at least some way you see the result down the road. So for this case, a case of impossible, we make it happen. And now we see a beautiful 1-year-old child in my clinic chasing my dog Bagel in the clinic, and just, I feel like I say yes, and I make it different today.
I can imagine you have a story for that every single day. What's one thing that if you were to talk to people in the general public, what's one thing that you would tell the general public, change this and you will have better health and wellness?
If one thing that I would suggest for the public, especially for American publics, that change this moment and will drastically change the whole outcome of health of this nation, would be the processed sugar, that we should really cut to zero. Any processed sugar or artificial sugar. Reason why, you see, not only diabetes as an epidemic right now, it costs billions of dollars. It costs a total of 30 to 40% of the health expenses for the government to pay out every year. So it's a huge burden, not only financially, and just affecting every other health outcome as well. Why processed sugar as the number one thing that I urging people to cut out in their diet? Sugar, especially processed sugar and artificial sugar, it causes inflammation. It makes your blood more sticky and less likely to move. When you're so sluggish, your red blood cells just stick together. They say 1 tablespoon of sugar is shut down your immunity for 24 hours because your body is under attack of a sugar rush, and you're trying to rushing to dilute and get rid of the sugar in your body. So that's why your kids get sick so much easier after Halloween. So trick or treat, put it away and hide it. The other reason is sugar really attack any joints, big or small, and like lodge into it and create more inflammation marker and crystallize these inflammation marker and just lodge into your joints. It create arthritis, create any other unwanted inflammation. Another, of course, sugar attacked the island of Langerhans, especially the fake sugar, the artificial sugar. So your pancreas naturally shut down. And not only talk about you gushing with glucose in your bloodstream, now your insulin just give up. Say, I don't know who do I send my army to digest this sugar, because they are not familiar to us, and there are too many to try to. So now you become insulin resistant, and next time you know, your power of insulin making is totally shut down and giving up as well. So you see the slow ball of keep rolling and rolling due to sugar issue in this country. My patient often ask me, what is sugar? Well, sugar is everything, but what is bad sugar and what is good sugar now? Good sugar is anything in the natural setting, whole food. Any fruit, it's fine. You know, eating a chunk of a watermelon will not give you diabetes. Eating a spoonful of a splendid fake sugar will give you diabetes. So by saying that, you can substitute all the fake sugar with real food, like dates, apricots, apple, banana, anything naturally that will satisfy your sweet tooth. And also sugar are found in many natural forms too, like brown rice and quinoa and even in beans. They can totally help to rebuild the satisfaction of your sweet tooth just by consuming natural sugar. And they are actually, the research show that certain sweet food, natural form, actually help rebuild the pancreas. For example, sweet potato actually is friendly for diabetes, believe it or not. So I think if in the general public, able to cut down or cut to zero of any form of artificial sugar, this country will be a lot more healthier, and our job will become a lot more easier too, and less complication of cases.
Yes, we definitely need to fix our food situation in this country. I think it's amazing, but people don't realize there's sugar in pizza sauce and pasta sauce and
Even in ketchup.
ketchup. Yeah, it's just, you think sweets, but it's actually food.
Poison.
Yeah, it's poison. How do people find you and get an appointment with you? Because I'm sure that people are listening to you talk and go, sign me up, I'm ready for this.
Thank you. We are very proud that we create a small little center in Plantation, Florida. Very chill, Zen garden office in Plantation. And I created this clinic 2 years ago. Now we have 3 practitioners in our office, and they very much just like my style, of course, have a different variation. They're very old school, traditional Chinese medicine workers. We are old school because our practice is really emphasized on acupuncture and herbal medicine. And whatever necessary, we're trying to simplify the treatment, but we maximize the outcome by doing just whatever necessary it takes. Our clinic will open 7 days a week now because we have 3 amazing acupuncturists, and hours very available and trying to serve as many people as possible. You can find us on our website as well, Zhou Wellness, ZHOU-wellness.net. We're on Instagram as well, and often we share our insights about food as medicine and prevention of a certain disease. And it's pretty much what we focus on.
That sounds amazing. And do you do online booking?
We do have online booking, and you can find our website, and it's very convenient and easy.
And you take insurance?
We do take insurance. We are partnered with few major insurance companies, and we also take anything that's our network if you have acupuncture visits benefits.